Pericles Leonardos has called this wooded property in the village of Muttontown home since he was 12 years old. He says Superstorm Sandy cracked and split dozens of trees on his property, including several in his front yard that have since been replaced by these bushes. He says one tree was toppled and it damaged 6 others on its way down. So 2 months after it happened, he had all 7 of them removed. Leonardos says the tree experts he consulted said it was necessary to make his property safer.
The gentlemen that did the work on my property, they did nothing different than they did on every other property that they worked on for an entire month in this village. They interacted with village officials on numerous occasions, and at no point were ever told they needed a permit. As soon as they stepped on my property, suddenly a permit is necessary.
Muttontown Village Attorney Stephen Leventhal says cutting down a tree in this north side community is like polluting beaches on the south shore. So the village code regulates the removal of trees with a diameter of 7 inches or more, and a permit is required for removal unless it's an emergency, and he insists this case was not.
The village received a complaint from the neighbor. A telephone call came in, as a result of which the code enforcement officer and the village arborist went to the scene and arrived as the tree removal was taking place.
The law calls for a removal fine of $250 per tree inch measured across the diameter. In this case, that adds up to $22,500. And if Leonardo doesn't pay, he faces 15 days in jail.
Should have checked with the village first.
Some people say this shouldn't be about permits or any other kind of paperwork because it's a safety issue. So if a homeowner identifies a tree on their property that poses a risk, they should be able to remove it without interference.
I own the property. I should be able to cut down my own trees.
Leonardos is adamant he'd rather go to jail than pay unfair fines. In Muttontown, Nassau County, Elise Finch, CBS 2 News.
A judge in Muttontown ruled against Mr. Leonardos, but days ago, Mr. Leonardos appealed to the state Supreme Court, so this tree removal battle continues.